The governor using her constitutional authority to give dozens, maybe hundreds of inmates convicted as juveniles a chance at early parole.
Let's get to our investigator, Dan Tilkin, joining us now in studio with why one survivor feels blindsided by this decision, Dan.
Yeah, blindsided in dealing with reopened emotional wounds. This is all part of the ideological battle playing out in Oregon right now between those who think we're locking up too many people at tremendous expense and want us to focus on rehabilitation, especially juveniles, and those who want to continue tough on crime sentencing that had led to plummeting crime rates.
It's upsetting and horrible.
Kayana Bartlett doesn't want us to show her full face as an adult, but she felt she had no choice but to show what she looked like at the age she became a survivor dealing with unexpected trauma again.
It made me feel just disgusted, honestly. Like, it's something I can't get away from and that I should just give up on it because it's just going to keep coming back up.
This man sexually abused Kayana at her daycare in Washington County, Vadis Volinets-Vasilchenko. He agreed in a plea bargain to spend 18 years in prison until 2026. Court documents say defendant is not eligible for any reduction of this sentence for any reason whatsoever. But the governor's constitutional power to grant reprieves, commutations, and pardons after conviction for all offenses except treason overrides the judge's order. Volinets-Vasilchenko's name is on this list of 73 inmates who are convicted at a young age the governor wants to allow to go before a parole board to make their case they've been rehabilitated and deserve to get out early once they serve at least 15 years, meaning Volinets-Vasilchenko could get out 3 years early, unless Kayana and her mom can convince the parole board to keep him locked up.
Is this a slap in the face?
Absolutely. It's a gut punch. It's brought up. I've cried over this a few times just because my daughter can't rest.
In these emails, you can see we've asked the governor multiple times for an interview about Kayana's case, and her office hasn't responded. We asked her office for an interview about commutations, and her staff said no, while referring us to Eliza Kaplan.
Well, I'm an expert on clemency, that's why.
Kaplan is the director of the Criminal Justice Reform Clinic at Lewis and Clark Law School and represents people on parole and in clemency cases. She won't comment on Kayana's case, but is a proponent of the governor's decision to allow some of the worst juvenile offenders another chance.
I see people transform and change all the time and believe in the ability for youth especially to make those changes, because I've seen it, directly so many times.
Is it worth re-traumatizing the victims though?
I can't speak from how a victim feels. You're telling me how one feels, and I respect that, but I don't think that victims are a monolith, and I think victims feel all different ways.
The governor's decision comes after the legislature passed a law 2 years ago undoing part of Measure 11's mandatory sentencing laws and giving serious juvenile offenders a second chance to get out early. That law was not retroactive, but Governor Brown's new commutation order is. Brown hasn't done any interviews in the press on the topic, only releasing this statement, which reads, Governor Brown believes that we must put more emphasis on preventing crime and rehabilitating youth than on harsh punishments and lengthy and costly prison sentences. We can no longer rely solely on imprisonment as the only solution. Youth should be held accountable for their actions, but the fact is that adolescent brains are still growing and developing, especially in skills such as reasoning, planning, and self-regulation. Yet too often, our criminal justice responses do not take this into account.
Victims and DAs are wondering, why are we finding out about this from the media, not from the governor?
Washington County District Attorney Kevin Barton says Volinets-Vasilchenko should not be on the governor's list because he wasn't a juvenile when he committed the crimes. During his trial, the jury said the crimes were committed after a date Volinets-Vasilchenko turned 18, but an appeal overturned the verdict. He then pled guilty to crimes between a time frame when he was 18 and 17.
frustration is, had the governor's office reached out to DAs and asked us for more details about the cases that were being considered for commutation, we would have been able to say, this case isn't a good one for you to consider because in fact, he was 18 when the crime happened.
It makes me mad. It pisses me off that she can't see what's happened and she doesn't even have the care to look into it. It's ignorant, I feel.
So there's another element to this. The governor's statement also says she will look at commuting cases of people who have served at least 50% of their sentence, which means many more inmates convicted as juveniles could be eligible for parole hearings. Now, Vladis Volodymyr is 33 years old now. Court records show he's not a U.S. citizen. So another question, we're waiting to hear back from Immigration and Customs Enforcement. What would happen to him after he's released from prison?
Yeah, that's a big question right there. But what about his parole hearing? What do we know about that?
So I talked to the parole board. They are going to start addressing the people that have been in prison the longest. Some of them have been in decades. They will get the first parole hearings. Those start in April. It's quite the process. They're developing the rules for it. It's going to take a long time for people to get these parole hearings, but earlier than any of their victims thought.
Wow. And we know you'll stay on top of this as those months go on. Dan, thank you.